Hi, I'm Kristen Davis, and I want to know, are you a Charlotte? Hi, everybody. We are back. Camilla Luddington and I recapping the finale of season 1, Oh Come All Ye Faithful. Let's jump back in. Dare I say it, a new man.
Oh, I'm excited for this, though.
Yes, me too. But I don't know what happens. I can't say. I can't say.
Okay,
but
I am excited.
There's a
for
new
the
man that is in the trailer saying something to her that Miranda also comments to her. I saw you.
I love this for
have
Carrie.
a spark. Okay, good.
I support this.
Right?
Yes, I do.
I know, right?
Yes.
Because life isn't over. You never know what might happen.
No. Fully support the new love, hopefully.
I mean, I don't know if it's a new love. I didn't say that.
I know, but
There's
I
a
said
new
that.
man
I'm manifesting
around. Okay. I like that. I like that. This is when the shocking thing in the episode happens. Samantha shows up and she tells us all that she's in love. And literally our mouths drop open.
I literally gasped because I was like, I don't know how many times in the show she says these words.
I don't think ever that I remember. I gasped as well. I do not remember this, except I remember that scene in the bathroom. That's coming.
Oh, yeah.
That took a long time.
You have my favorite line in the episode, by the way.
I like that line.
Yeah,
it's really funny. Really funny. We'll get there, you guys. Okay, so we're all shocked. Then we see a flashback of her meeting this man, James, at a jazz club. And I don't want to go into detail because this is about someone else's life. But if you were following along, this is based on something that happened in life.
Okay.
So she meets this man in a jazz club, and he's very charming, and they spark it up, like you're saying, in the jazz club.
Yeah.
And then Samantha says that she owes it all to Charlotte, and I'm like so shocked. I'm like,
yes.
Huh, what?
Yes.
And she says, because of all my bullshit that I say about not having sex right away, that she's actually having feelings and that she could actually marry him, which all of us are just like.
I know. I was like, what episode am I watching?
I know. And what is happening? Who is she? What is going on?
Yes.
I know. It's very interesting. So then Charlotte trots her little self right off to a psychic, which is very funny. I have zero memories. Okay. I've got straight hair parted in the middle. It's very 90s. I've got some silvery blue eyeshadow on. It's a mess as far as I'm concerned. But I trot myself up to this psychic who basically says that I will not get married, that I'm a strong, independent woman, which is not anything that Charlotte even wants to hear. Charlotte's just like, what?
Yeah.
And it's so funny. Like, I would think she'd be like, oh, at least I'm a strong, independent woman.
No, but she only heard the marriage part.
Yeah. It's so sad. And so I'm upset. Charlotte's upset. So then we go to Biggs. Oh, and this is when she literally says to him, I want to go to church with you and your mom. And he is surprised and doesn't see her as the church kind, he says to her, which is like so weird. I know when she says like you act like I'm the devil or something, she said, like it's all so much to get your head around. Do you know what I mean? So then she says, which also really kills me, I want to go to church with you and your mommy. That's her giving it to him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's her like.
No, she's very playful.
Yeah, playful and just a little bit of,
Yeah.
So he rejects her offer and then he says it's private for just the two, him and his mom.
Yeah.
And then he says, let's go to the Caribbean, which I'm just like, this is a f***ed up mess. Do you know what I mean? I don't remember any of this. Like, it's not good. It's not good.
It feels chaotic to me.
Right?
Yes.
Unpredictable, elusive, and chaotic. And I feel very passionately mad about it.
Yep. I agree.
I'm sure that has a lot to do with me. So then we're back with Miranda and Hickey. Oh, it's just fun to watch this too. I gotta say, I really want to watch it again. So basically, they're having the exact same position sex. He's grunting in the exact same way and calling out to God. And then she tries to get him to stay in bed. And she says, this is the wrong thing to do. She walks right into it. She says, there's nothing sinful about sex. And he goes off.
Oh my God, I was shocked.
I mean, he goes off.
I was horrified.
I know, it was really good though.
Naked, just.
He's naked. He's got a towel wrapped around him.
Unhinged.
And he has like a monologue about how,
so
thankful for clearing that up for me. I'm healed. Like he goes off. It's really beautifully written. It's so Michael Patrick.
No, it's fantastic.
And he's so incredibly good. And he goes, What is that? The gospel according to Miranda?
I know. I was like, go leave, girl, run.
I know, and she does look a little scared. She kind of sits up. She kind of holds the sheets up.
No,
like,
it's terrifying.
What didn't expect this, you know?
It's so scary.
So that's the end of that. And then
Yes.
they tell us that it's going to become a hit off-Broadway play. So,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
was funny.
that's good.
I liked that.
The
Full
shower
circle.
of shame.
The shower of shame.
I love it. It's really, really good. It's really good. Then, oh gosh, we cut to Samantha with this guy, James. I feel really bad for him. They say they love each other, which you're also just like, what, Samantha, is this? And she's just so like
Yeah.
soft and kind of girly, like her sexual self, but kind of girly. So it's terrible. It's so painful to watch. So they're on her four-poster bed, which is a very traditional choice, but whatever. And, you know, she says like, unzip it and come over here. And he does. And then she goes, put it in me. And he goes, it is in. It's just terrible. Oh, it's just so painful. It's so painful.
I told you I was in bed. This is when the blanket was like up to here on me.
I know.
I was watching these.
I know. Look, I play Charlotte, and yet I have to discuss it all, right? So I'm just trying to be brave about it because I don't know if you saw the episode where Oliver Hudson came on. Have you ever met Oliver Hudson?
Yes.
Hold your
I haven't
hat.
met him, but I know who he is.
Yes. Oh
Yes.
my God, we talked about some stuff. Okay.
Okay.
I was dying. But I mean, this is a very famous storyline that people sometimes bring up to me, and I so did not remember that it was first season because then we end up. She comes and tells us all about it in a bathroom scene at a club. And I remember filming this. We built a set for it. We were not at the Limelight or wherever they are. I don't know if that's where it is. It might be at the club inside a church. Yeah, Charlotte with another psychic back at the club at Samantha's. Hold on. When do we go to the bathroom? It's very long. It's when we call it a gherkin.
Do you call it a gherkin? Oh,
She
do.
does.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yes, I remember a lot of discussion about what is a gherkin. Someone had to find one. So before we all had our smartphones, they had to find one, show it to us. It was and that scene was very hard to film. And when I watch it, first of all, I definitely remember it because it was very long and also a very
She's excellent in that scene, by the way.
excellent,
Too.
so good,
She's so
good because she's so mortified that she cares, but she also cares.
And also, it's just the monologue itself is so hysterical, and she really grounds it as Samantha.
Yes,
I mean, as Samantha.
Yes, Samantha.
And I was just admiring her. As
No,
an
it's
actress
really
in that
good.
scene,
I
'cause
know.
I was like, I don't know how I would have played this, and she's just.
I agree.
So
and then
good.
the rest of us are just.
And then you're just
me in
all
particular,
there.
I'm trying to get on my mark because like to get three people in a shot,
yeah,
do you know what I
of
mean?
course.
So like sometimes I'm looking down. But like, I don't want you to know that I'm looking down.
It works.
Am I in the spot that I'm supposed to be in? Because whenever, this is the beginning of a lot of very complex scenes that we all four do together.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're walking and you had to find the lens, or sometimes we're in
that's so
a
hard.
group.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
but really fun also because
Yeah,
it's like
of
a
course.
challenge.
Yeah.
But also it's not easy. It's not easy. And I can see myself like, I'm on. Oh yeah, I'm on. Yeah. So then they're at the church. Oh, and then we see Skipper. Adorable Skipper comes back.
Yes.
And because Miranda's been through this thing with the Catholic guy, Skipper somehow looks better. And to me, I think Skipper looks better because he is so dependably just going to look at her with awe and love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when she needs it, she's like, yeah, that looks good. You know?
Yeah.
But you kind of feel bad for him. But then on the other hand, I'm happy for her that she has that.
Yes.
You know? It's kind of adorable. But I'm like, oh, cute, Skipper's back. And then Willie's there. Oh my God. Just like... so young and so beautiful, and they're at the Limelight, and it's at a fragrance launch, and I feel like there literally is a fragrance called Fallen Angel now, and I don't know if there was
I feel like
then.
maybe that's true.
I know.
If not,
I know. So interesting.
you gotta get on it.
I
Here we
know.
go.
I'm confused. I need to look it up. I didn't have time today, but I was like, wait, Fallen Angel. But anyway, really interesting, and I love that they're at the Limelight because obviously it was a real place. It's no longer a club.
Wow.
It reopened for a bit, and now it's like, I feel like it might be like I feel like they might have AA meetings there. No joke.
Oh, wow.
I know. I'm not totally sure though. I feel like it was something else for a while. Anyway, it's still there, but it's not what it was. But that's okay because it's not the 90s anymore. So basically, we then cut to Miranda and Carrie going to the church in their hats. Really bad spying.
Yeah,
really
yeah,
bad
we talked about-
spying.
yeah,
and
terrible
also
disguise.
like should not have made this decision. I don't know why Miranda's with her. I guess Miranda's with her to be like moral support or whatever. But
Yeah.
definitely not a good idea to go spy in a big hat at a church. And this is when they're up in the balcony and the Bible falls,
drops.
which is like so mortifying. I can't even imagine.
No.
Can't even imagine. And of course they look at her and he looks at her like, what are you doing here? And then afterwards, oh God, she's like, I'm just going to stay here. She's like so kind of Charlotte-like in a way, like kind of vulnerable and like it's all going to work out. And Miranda's like, okay, I'll leave. But then she doesn't
I was
really
like,
leave.
just go.
I know.
Just leave.
I know. They should have left after the Bible fell.
You go.
Like, just
You actually, you do a duck and you
run.
crawl.
Right. Get down.
Yeah, you get down.
You
army
get
crawl
out
of the church.
Totally. But
No,
they don't
she
do
waits.
it. I know.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
she's like going to make it work. Like you got to love her. Right. I mean, that's how I felt. So anyway, they're down there. She meets his mom. His mom doesn't know who she is.
She doesn't know.
And she says,
she's like,
you
I'm
know, Carrie. Oh, the pain.
That's what I'm talking about with Big.
I know. I'm with you. I get it now. I didn't get it then, but I get it now.
Yeah.
So the mom leaves and she's, you know, like hurt, but still, he's still withholding basically. And basically says, you know, I asked you not to go to church. And then he says, wait, this is then. He says, my mother doesn't need to meet another girlfriend. She should leave right then and never speak to him again. But we wouldn't have had a show. But still, right?
This is why we were sucked in though every episode, because if she had left, you know, we were brought into the back and forth of it. But
I know that was really bad. Really bad. She does not deserve that. She deserves so much better.
Team Carrie all the way.
Team Carrie all the way. And at the end, I'm just going to jump to the end because I have a bunch of questions, but I'm just, oh, wait. Charlotte goes to another psychic.
Oh, yeah. This did make me laugh. When they cracked the egg and there was nothing in there, I was like, no.
And also, like, where do you find an egg with no yolk? Like, does this exist?
No, but I thought that was like very creepy, actually.
It was creepy for sure.
And you might be cursed.
Oh, I think
they said that you had some sort of like hex on
but
you
see,
or
this
something.
is when Charlotte is really better than you think she is. Do you know what I mean? Because she knows, she sees.
Yeah.
Because they won $100.
They won
and she's
$100.
like, oh yeah, no, this is a thing. This is a scam. Because the chicken's behind her, like it's a situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't remember filming that at all either. I do remember filming when I walk out in my coat, because I think it was like 4 or 5 a.m. and the handsome man bumps into me. And then I have hope again.
Yes,
and I
love
remember
that.
it because we used to have this incredible camera operator, Joe Collins, who's now a big deal DP. And whenever he was there, you just felt so taken care of. And you know, when like you're in the relationship with the cameraman, like because you're doing a complicated thing together. And that's really your scene partner. Joe was like that. Like we loved him so much. And he always did the steady cam, and that's what we're doing there in the street. The cobblestones. I think I still have that coat that I'm wearing.
Wow.
And I'm walking along with my straight part in the middle hair, which is very questionable, but that's okay. And I walk along, and a very handsome man where I'm like, why didn't we get this man?
I know. I was like, where he's leaving?
I know. Get him back.
Get him back.
Like Charlotte.
What are we doing?
Call after him. But, you know, I don't for whatever reason, but I have my hope again. And I love that so much because that is like the key.
You carry a lot of the hope in the series.
I do. And I'm glad because I also.
We needed it.
Yes, we needed it. And I needed it. I still need it. It's great. I'm happy for Charlotte. I love Charlotte. So then we're back at the club. Skipper, Miranda. Oh, then we're back at Samantha's.
Oh,
and
I know.
She's crying. And he asks her why. Because when we have this bathroom scene, we literally ask her, can you talk to him about it? Which I'm just like, no.
We skipped over my favorite line of yours.
We did. Let's go back to the bathroom scene. So it is inside the church. I don't know how I magically get there, but I do. And we go inside the set, which was not actually at the Limelight. I'm luckily there with them for this very momentous scene where we discuss whether size matters, which people still ask me about, which I find really annoying that people want to ask me, Kristen, like, can I represent for all women if size matters? Like, it's the most pressured question
let's not do that.
But like on talk shows, people would ask me this, like for years.
Of course.
I'm like, don't put this pressure on me, people.
I think that your response should be your response on the show, which is,
how is he with his tongue? But the thing that I like that Charlotte says that because you really don't see that coming from her, right?
No, and it's great because it's like the back and forth you haven't been included in, and it's like you just had that line at the end, and it made me giggle.
Which is great. But the one thing I do want to say is that I also think that we should make some space for the fact that that's not every woman's thing.
The tongue.
Yep.
Sure. No, it's definitely not.
Because I do think that men think that that's what every woman wants.
You think so?
I do think that.
Oh, interesting.
I could be wrong.
I've never asked that question of all the men in the world. Maybe we need to do that.
That might be difficult to do, but it would be interesting. Anyone man out there who's watching you, let me know what you think.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they think like, this is what that woman wants. And once I give her that, then I've given her what she wants and I can do whatever I want.
We're going to hear it in the comments.
I hope we do. I hope I do.
We need some feedback.
I have mostly female feedback, but you women, let me know if you think that that's true.
Yes.
That would be interesting. Okay, great. So we are in that very long scene in the bathroom where Samantha's fantastic. Kim does a fantastic job because she just has so many mixed feelings and she wishes it didn't matter to her, but it does matter to her.
And then she's crying.
And she's crying, but it's funny. And then she's crying having sex. But also like the fact that we literally say to her, can you talk to him about it? What would she say?
I know. Like, I was thinking like, what do you say? No.
That would be mortifying. Don't talk about it. Definitely no. But you know, we're just trying to figure something out, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you could talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Like, no. Yeah. Anyway, she goes back, she's crying, and then she's like, no.
And then he's like, what are you crying about? And she's like, I'm just so happy.
I know, it's so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. Then also in another heartbreaking way, we go back to the club with Skipper and he literally tells Miranda that he knew they would get back together because ever since they've been apart, he lights a candle every night so that they get back together.
I know.
I'm like, Skipper. Oh my God. You don't have any idea who you're with. Like, and she says something like, you're a freak. I believe she says,
that was really
which
funny.
is adorable.
Yes.
I know, but it's really cute. So then, yes, poor Samantha crying, very, very sad. And then this is such a good scene. We see Carrie waiting for Big to pick her up and she seems anxious and she talks about how there's a voiceover and it's not clear how she's, feeling, you know what I mean? Like it's not clear what she's going to do. And she's so good, you know, because she's anxious, but she's still all ready for him to pick her up to go on their trip. Then she goes down the street and he's like, get in the car. We're going to be late. She's like, no, just put my things down. And you're like, oh God, like I was just feeling so nervous for her. And she basically says, she tries to get him to talk. Of course he doesn't. And he's looking at her like, what is wrong with you? Which is like what he does the whole first season. Yeah. And she says, just tell me I'm the one.
Yes.
Which kills me.
I did wonder because she references them having dated for some months.
Yeah.
It's a loaded question.
That's true.
I don't know. And so I almost felt like it was, listen, did it make for a great finale ending? Yeah, it made for a fantastic ending. But when I put it in terms of like real life, the question that popped up in my mind is, when is it appropriate to ask, like timing wise?
But I feel like it was totally appropriate. And I'll tell you why.
Okay, tell me.
There was this couple before where it starts with them walking down a crowded New York street and they're like holding each other and laughing and then they kiss. Okay. And she talks about how in a city of 7 million people that it sometimes feels good to stand still with one person.
Oh, yeah.
She's there then emotionally. And she hasn't seen us in like a week, like 8 days. She's just been holed up with him for 8 days. And as I said to Oliver Hudson, if I was holed up with a guy for 8 days, which I can't even imagine because I have 2 children, right? Like how would that work? Yeah. They would be without food. You know what I mean? Yeah. So probably wouldn't happen now. But in my youth, if I'd been holed up with a guy for 8 solid days, I would be thinking we were in a thing for real.
Yeah, but she's not asking, are we in a thing? She's asking, am I the one?
It's true, but I'm saying that was a couple months ago, right? Because if you think of like episodes or
but
time
I'm just
is passing,
I don't have an answer to this. No, I don't have an answer to it. It just was something that like I started thinking about, like when I'd be interested to hear from your listeners, like when do you think that you can appropriately ask that question?
I mean, listen, I would argue that it's probably never an appropriate question to ask.
Inappropriate.
I think it's an inappropriate question.
Oh, you do?
Yes. I would never ask a person that question in 1,000,000 years. One, I don't totally believe in the one, meaning only one, the one.
Okay, but
Number
what
two,
it represents,
I wouldn't ask somebody that question.
You would not?
No, I would be waiting for them to show me. Show me. I don't even care about words. I always feel like words are manipulative.
That's so true.
You know?
I like that answer. You get
I would wanna
shown that you're the one.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, I do get that there are times in relationships, I wouldn't say that this is the time in the Carrie Big, but I also feel like it's more about how you feel, right? And I feel like for her, what she was saying is, I'm here now. This is true for me. So I need to know if it's true for you.
In Big's defense, and I can't even believe I just said that. Like it gave me like a little bit of indigestion, to be honest, to say that. In Big's defense, not everyone's on the same timeline. For sure. As you, right? I mean, so even though she's there, is it fair to be like, I'm the one? However, it is fair if she's okay to lose him on it.
I think in my mind, this is Carrie getting to the end of her rope of having to work so fucking hard. Because all I see when I look at the episodes of the first season is that she's just like, what do I do? What do I do?
That's the whole series.
I know. Well, let's hope not. Oh my God.
All of Sex in this. No, not. Well, don't you? I mean, when
I don't know.
Okay, listen, I haven't gone back and watched the episodes, but my general opinion is that I mean, listen, I'm thinking of the wedding day when you're hitting it. Like, it was her. He was.
It's a good point.
Hard to get.
But in the
even
end,
to get down the aisle.
That's true. And f*** him, okay? Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But let's also say, in the end, because people listening, it's not like we're giving something away. It does work out, right? But it's a very difficult road to get there. But maybe that was what those people needed to go through. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I mean, as a friend, I don't know either.
Rewatch.
Oh, let me tell you.
I need a full
I'm
rewatch.
in the middle of it. You can come back and join me if you want. But it's a lot. And obviously, there's other people that come in the mix for both of them, which, makes sense. But I also feel like in some ways, I unfortunately do feel like that's true to life. Like there might be that person where you feel like they're the one, and maybe they tell you that you're the one, and then maybe circumstances intervene and it doesn't work out, and it's really sad.
I'm going to say a bold thing.
Okay.
I don't think Carrie Bradshaw has found the great love of her life yet.
Hallelujah. Let's hope she does. Right?
I don't think she's met him yet.
Good. Let's hope she does. That's a good thing. I think that's a good thing because she had a great love.
But I'm sure some people think that it's Aiden or Big, and for me,
well,
I
definitely
feel
people
like,
have their feelings, and definitely I think that Carrie would tell you that Big is and was the big love of her life, and that she's happy that she had it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because in the end of their story, which obviously people who watch the show still know this, she loses him from circumstances in life, not from her. Not for a relationship reason. And she does feel like at least I had it. The great love.
I think she doesn't know how good it could be.
Oh, God. Have you watched And Just Like That?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Got it.
Why? Why would this change what I'm saying?
I think so.
In what way?
Because I do feel like she knows how good it could be by the time they get to where they're going. It just takes a very long time to get there.
Like in the end with him? Oh, I watched your first season. I did watch your first season of the show.
You didn't feel that she knew how good it could be?
No, I don't think that she knows. I think it can be better.
Well, that's really good for you in your life that you feel this way.
I do, because I feel like she always loved him a little bit more.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You can't air
I'm
this.
going to have to think about this now. I'm going to have to think about this.
Do you guys agree? Can we ask the Peanut Gallery? Do you think that Carrie Bradshaw
loved Big more than Big loved Carrie Bradshaw? Yes. Oh my God. It's a consensus.
It is consensus.
So
keep that in. Peanut Gallery.
Will. I would never cut the Peanut Gallery out. I love them. But let me ask you this, though. Is that so horrible? Like, isn't it true that in a relationship, somebody might love the other person more than the other person loves them?
Oh my God, I hate that idea.
Okay.
I really hate that idea.
I'm not married, so, give me some good married perspective.
I would be so pissed if I loved my husband more than he loved me.
Well, I think you would already know. Wouldn't you already know? You've been married for quite a while, right? How long? How long? Tell us.
Well, we've been together for 13 years. So
that's
a long
time.
No,
I think
it's a long time.
So
and
we
have 2 kids.
Is it nice, evenly?
It feels even to me.
That's great.
Listen, I'm heading home and I'm going to ask him. That's going to be the first question when I walk through the door.
Please report back. I need to know. Well,
I mean, if he says, no, you definitely love me more, that's going to be an issue.
What if he says, I love you more than you love me?
Then I would be so mushy and be like, no, I love you more. You know, like, I think it feels very equal. And I think actually that's what feels very peaceful about it.
Oh, that's so nice.
And I don't feel like she's had that yet.
No,
like,
you might be right.
like Aiden has always had a thing for Carrie more than Carrie has for Aiden. We need to find the equal footing.
Well, maybe there's gonna be some interesting developments.
Okay.
There's gonna be some interesting developments. But anyway, what I really love when she's on the sidewalk, because they're going to go on this trip, and of course he thinks that everything's hunky dory, right? And then she says, "I love you, but I can't," which just killed me.
Yeah.
And then he says, "So that's it," like in his kind of jerky way, and I'm like, "Get out, okay, get out."
Yeah.
Then she says in her voiceover, she cried for a week, and then she says she does have faith in herself.
Yeah.
And that one day she would meet someone who would be sure I was the one.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I would have loved it to just say, I do have faith in myself. I would have just ended it there. Do you know what I mean? But she's still on the search. She's still on the road.
I think the truth is though that like probably, you know, a lot of people, you can be, both things can be true. You can be the independent person, and at the same time, I think as just human beings, we're looking for love.
I agree with you. I mean, people had a lot to say when we were talking about Big at the beginning of the show, because it has been this kind of shock for me to relook at Big, right? And I was like, oh, he's so awful, blah, 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 blah. And people on the social media were like, they don't want love, men like that. And I'm like, everyone wants love, don't they? Everyone wants love.
I think Big wants love on the terms that he wants it.
Right, but we know that he marries what he considers to be an easier, picture-perfect version of love, and then it doesn't work out.
Yes, but I still feel like it's all on like this. I feel like this romance is so much on his terms, but I need to go back.
You're right. No, you're so right. I'm just saying he also has his journey of trying out this other thing that he thinks is going to be great, and then it doesn't work out.
Yes.
And then he comes back to the more complicated Carrie relationship, which is interesting. It's just interesting. I mean, relationships
it made
are
for
interesting.
Great TV.
Thank God,
I
right?
was sucked in.
I know. What would we ever
Weekly.
have to write about or anything? So I think I'm done with the rewatching part.
Oh my God.
Am I done in general? Oh my God, you're amazing.
Thank you for
You're
having
so
me.
smart and funny. I love it.
Thank you.
So easy. Thank you for joining us.
Great. I loved it. And I love like it was honestly like going back in time for me too. And I got so nostalgic. And like I said, the excuse to not have to bathe my kids last night and force my husband to do both of them.
Listen, let me be of help in any way. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, listen, on the night before podcast, I'm like, you guys, you got to get in bed because there's no one else to bathe them, right? So I have to do the things, but I'm like, you got to hurry it up because I got to rewatch the show.
Yeah.
Got to rewatch the show.
It's good homework.
It is. It's nice homework.
Yeah.
I always feel guilty asking people to rewatch, and everyone tells me that I need to stop feeling guilty.
No, it was so fun. Thank you.
Good. Thank you for
having me.
It's a joy on our couch. You guys should move in here too.
I think so. I'll let Capshaw know.
Let Capshaw know. Let Capshaw know. She can come rewatch also.
Okay,
She would love
together.
That would be so much fun.
Oh my God, it would be so much fun.
I know. I want to have multiple. I want to have like a group rewatch.
We should have Jessica on when she's in town and come back.
That'd be great.
Okay, good.
That'd be great. Thanks, Camilla.
Thank you.
Have a great day.